Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing this evening, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from? This is so strange. I will say this is my first ever Facebook Live, so yeah, I'm hoping all goes well. Technology and I have never quite seen eye to eye, so hello. Oh, it's so cool seeing all your lovely comments come in. Good morning. Hi, Jason. Hey, from Tennessee. Oh my god, I can't wait to see Tennessee. It is so exciting. I'm so excited to be here. Hey, Denise. Wow. Oh my goodness, it's so surreal to see where you're all tuning in from. Alaska, from Texas. Amazing. Hey, guys. Wow, this is amazing. I suppose I should just start by introducing myself. My name is Muirgen O'Mahony or O'Mahony, depending on where you are tuning in from. And yeah, I'm the newest Celtic woman, which is so surreal to say. I still haven't quite come to terms with it. Oh, it's amazing seeing all of your comments still. So yeah, guys, I'm just here today to do a Q&A. If you have any questions at all, please do send them in. I'd be more than happy to answer some, and thank you so much to everyone who sent in some questions already. I've actually enjoyed so much kind of even just reminiscing on different things and thinking about what to share with you. So yeah, please do pop in any questions you have here, and I'll do my best to scan through them quickly. But yeah, I'm going to start with the questions I have been sent over from some lovely fans. And the first question is, what's your favourite track on the Postcards from Ireland album, regardless of whether or not you perform it? And that's from Grace Godfrey. So thank you so much for your question, Grace. It's so interesting. I think from when I first heard the tracks after we'd recorded them and they were sent over to us, I instantly had some where I was kind of like, they're my favourites. And then, of course, we got on location for the filming of the special, and it's just a testament to how brilliantly the visual and the audio complement one another, because all of a sudden, as we were in these locations, these amazing locations, recording the visuals for these tracks, all of a sudden I was kind of seeing ones in new lights that I suppose maybe didn't initially, and I think from day one, Dawning of the Day has just blown me away. The moment I heard the arrangement, it's a song that I've known from when I was a child, and to hear this new arrangement, it was like a different song. It was as if I didn't know it, and I just think it's so powerful and emphatic, and yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see the visual for that one as well. And another one of my favourites, I think, is Beeswing, and this is one actually for me that became one of my favourites, I think, over time. And there's a special element to this one as well that I'm really excited for you guys to hear. It might not be something you're expecting, but it's really exciting, and we're so proud of the final product of it. So yeah, I'm so excited to hear what everyone else's favourites are. So it'll be soon. The album is coming out on the 29th of October. So please do go and pre-order that, and I can't wait to hear what tracks are sticking out for others. And then, of course, the special is being aired on PBS on the 27th of November, and you can check your local stations for that as well. But we're very confident that this is going to be something really special. It's unlike anything Celtic Woman have done before, and it's kind of almost like a rebirth. And I think after the year, nearly 2 years that we've had, it's just gonna, yeah, I hope it blows you away. So I'm just gonna see if there's any questions in here just in case. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep an eye on both as I go. So the second question I have here is, what's your favourite part of being a new member of the Celtic Woman? And that's from Melissa Nicholson in Davenport. And thank you so much for your question, Melissa. I think if I were to try and answer this coherently, I just wouldn't be able to. I mean, Celtic Woman is a group that I have grown up listening to. I think I was first introduced to them when I was about 14, and at that time I wasn't even really singing myself. So I've grown up with this music, and it's always kind of been a part of my youth. And to now be coming into this group and actually performing this music, and I suppose having my own kind of creative input on it, is something I don't think I could have even picked out of the clouds as a dream. Yeah, it really is incredible, and it's just to be a part of this iconic group as their newest member is just incredible. And it goes without saying that performing with the girls is definitely one of the best parts for me. It's one of those things that we've only met each other, I think, a handful of times, let's say, when we meet and come away. And each time I come away, I'm already kind of thinking, when are we going to see each other again? And we're already kind of missing each other. So that's really special. And to have that connection so soon, I suppose, is something that I'm so thankful for. And I feel, yeah, I really feel blessed to be performing alongside these incredible women. So I think that would be my top one as well. Let's have a look here. Wow, I've never realized how tough it is to read through things while you're kind of on the spot as well. Okay, I'll try not to give you too many up closes of my face and continue with these until maybe I've run out a bit. So the third question is, what was your reaction when you found out you were going to be a member of Celtic Woman? And that's from Cassie Stinger. Cassie, if I'm to be completely honest, I was hysterical. I think the 48 hours, I suppose, after having found out that I was going to be a part of Celtic Woman, I was just sporadically, hysterically crying. Just with sheer joy, and I was just completely overwhelmed, to be perfectly honest. And I suppose there's such a build up to stuff like this where it genuinely, it sounds cliche, but it was a dream come true. And I think there's such a build up to something like that. And especially I had applied, I then had to audition, and at that point COVID was still quite intense, and I was based in London, so I flew home from London, had my PCR test before I flew, quarantined, had another PCR test, and then finally got a chance to audition for the team. So I think that was quite a huge build up to, I suppose, the audition, and did have an element of pressure at that point, even though auditioning in front of the loveliest team, they couldn't have done more to put my nerves at ease. And then, yeah, so about a week later after that, I had an email come through, and I remember looking at it and I was kind of thinking, do I want to open this now? Because it could go one of two ways, and you obviously hope and hope and hope it's going to go the way that you want it to. But I suppose there's always a part of you that is kind of, I don't know, gearing towards the side of self-preservation maybe. And you kind of don't allow yourself to think that far ahead. So yeah, in short, overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed. But yeah, I couldn't have hoped for better for myself, and it just was the best outcome even after I found out that I was going to be a part of Celtic Woman. it just has been the most amazing experience even this far. So my fourth question is, what can you tell us about your musical journey from your earliest musical memory to the amazing performer you are today? That's very sweet. Thank you so much, Tom Fox. Bless your heart. I suppose my earliest musical memory, funny enough, is me playing the violin. I think I was about 5 years old and I was terrible. But I was put into violin lessons very gratefully. My parents put me into music lessons, but I was very bad. And I think I was one of those children who saw an instrument and was kind of like, I want to play that, I want to play that, and then within like a month would kind of either lose interest or I'm not too sure. But I went from playing the violin to playing the drums to playing the piano and then playing the flute, which I actually did take to, and I absolutely loved it and kept the flute up until actually my degree as well. And yeah, I think I was just really fortunate to have gone to a very kind of music oriented school as well, and had some amazing teachers there, and got really into musical theatre, and finally decided that I wanted to study classical singing as my degree. And so I went to the Cork School of Music, where I studied classical singing with my amazing teacher and friend Mary Hegarty, and had a fantastic 4 years there, and also participated a lot in musicals. And I suppose my love for that grew and grew and grew. And I came to the end of my degree, and I suppose I said to myself, you've always had this want to do musical theatre. Either you take the jump now or you'll always kind of be left wondering. So I kind of said to myself, look, I'll audition for some colleges to do a master's in London. And so I subsequently ended up going to the Royal Academy of Music in London. Again, it was one of those things where I was like, I'll audition and we'll see. And then when it actually happened, I was kind of, again, overwhelmed is a running theme, I think. But yeah, so I had an incredible year there, and I've been so lucky since then to be going back and forth between the UK and Ireland, working. I think I can't go without saying that the RTE Concert Orchestra in Ireland was a real turning point for me, and I'm so grateful that they took a chance on me as well, and had me come on board for a few concerts as a soloist, and I got to meet some West End stars and perform alongside them, people who I've looked up to my entire life, and of course that's where I met the lovely Susan. And yeah, that just really felt like kind of, you have to believe in what's meant to be, because even meeting Susan and then now this, you can't almost overlook the pattern, I suppose. But yeah, that recent concert with Susan was a really special one, and I'm just so excited for what's to come. It's amazing. I never could have foreseen all of the things that have happened to this point, least of all this. So it just kind of makes me want to say to people to just really, if you have a love for something, just believe in yourself. I think I could have had a bit more belief in myself, but I'm just so grateful that it was enough to get me to where I am. So that was very heartfelt. I'm sorry for the intense moment there. Perfect. So the fifth question is, what song or songs are you most looking forward to singing, and what cities are you looking forward to visiting? And that's Jack D. Thank you so much for that question, Jack. From the album, in all honesty, I'm really looking forward to singing Dawning of the Day and also Wild Mountain Thyme. I think it's going to be so epic and so powerful, and just, I can just see the production value of it already is going to be like spine tingling, is that the word? But I'm so looking forward to be honest, singing the classics, Parting Glass, Danny Boy. The Voice is a song that, regardless of who sings it, is so I suppose it's a real sentimental one for me because it's the first song that I ever heard from Celtic Woman, and it was given to me by my music teacher when I was about 14, and she suggested I sing it for my music exam. So that holds a special place in my heart, I think. And in terms of cities I'm looking forward to, I think I'm so excited to visit places like Texas and Tennessee. Also San Diego holds a special place in my heart. I spent some time there how many years ago? 7 years ago now. And in a weird way, it kind of feels like, I don't know, there's a weird sense of familiarity going back there. So I'm really excited to visit there. But in all honesty, I'm so excited to see the amount of America that we have planned for this tour and to meet the people. It's incredible, this feeling of knowing people through social media now, through the Celtic Woman platform, but I'm so excited to be able to put faces to names and everything like that. So yeah, let me check in on this one to see if I can actually coherently read anything here. Hello from Maine. Hello from the Dominican Republic. Incredible. What would your dream role on Broadway be? That's from Taylor Hudson. All. No. I think I'd love to do something Sondheim. That's always been a bucket list kind of one for me. Musical theatre definitely has always been my inspiration for as long as I can remember, or at least for as long as I've been singing, definitely. But I think, I don't know if I could be so show specific. I love musicals that have a real kind of heart-wrenching storyline. That sounds a bit, I don't know. I think Waitress is an incredible musical, and I went to see it with my mom actually a couple of years back here in London, and the two of us left hysterical. But it was incredible. Lucy Jones was performing as Jenna, and it was amazing. So incredible. I also just love classics like Carousel, any kind of Rodgers and Hammerstein kind of style. Yeah. Celtic Woman. That was a great concert with you and Susan. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so delighted people got to see it. Susan is the best. That is true. Okay, I'm gonna maybe go back to the questions here just so I'm not staring down the camera. Perfect. So this question, do you speak Irish? That's our 6th question today, and that's from Silly, who is a gorgeous singer. I know that for a fact. I do speak Irish. I was very lucky to have gone to an all Irish speaking primary and secondary school, where we did kind of all of our subjects through Irish. So we would have done kind of biology, maths, music through Irish. We even did French through Irish, which I know sounds chaotic, but yeah, so yeah, it's been something that I'm really proud of, and tásúla go mbeidh mé ábalta cúpla focail le labhairt agus muid ar an móthair. I hope I'll be able to give a couple of words as we're on the road as well, be it in the show or, yeah, I'm very, very proud of it. So the 7th question here is, what is your favourite comfort food when you are feeling down in difficult times such as COVID pandemic? And that's from Tim Nyap Ming. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And it has indeed been difficult times, and I hope everyone is keeping well. We're so close, guys, to the end, hopefully. I actually found a complete love of cooking, funnily enough. It was kind of one of these good things to come out of a bad thing during the pandemic, and I think it was almost like too much time on my hands, so I put it into cooking. But in terms of comfort food, I think like a homemade soup and like crusty bread. I think nothing says that, like nothing says comfort like just like warm food um that you can kind of have if you're sitting by the fire. Or yeah, I think that my actual favorite food would be Indian, but I don't think that's the most comforting food. But I absolutely love Indian food. It's yeah, that'd be my favorite. Let's have a look. Cannot wait to see you in Memphis and Tennessee. Me too. That's one of the places, Memphis, I'm so excited to see. I've never been, and it's on another one on the bucket list. Oh, I just saw a question here. Are you a Barry's or Lions girl? I'm a Barry's girl. For anyone who doesn't know, there's an ongoing feud between Barry's tea lovers and Lions tea lovers in Ireland, and you're one or the other. I don't think you can be both, but personally, I'd be a Barry's tea. Mind you, it is difficult to find Barry's in the UK. I will say that. So if ever you're in desperate need of Barry's tea and you're coming to visit the UK, I would suggest sourcing from elsewhere. How do you keep yourself from getting sick on tour? In all honesty, sleep is so important. I haven't ever done a tour of this magnitude, but I have done tours in the past, and I know for one that my deal breaker is sleep. It's the one thing that will either sometimes make me lose my voice, or else it'll be the one thing that will allow me to kind of regenerate it. And then just eating as well as you can. It's kind of tough when you're going from place to place, but just being kind of as diligent as you can with it, and taking vitamins, and getting exercise where you can as well. I think that's for mental health especially. For me, even going for a run, going for a fast walk, anything is just, it's amazing what I've noticed it do, especially in the last year and a half. Perfect. I'll pop on to another question here. So question number 8, who are your singing role models? And that's from Catherine Butler. This was a tricky one, I have to say, because I was trying to think a little back further into my teenage years and who inspired me at that time, which I think was very much Sarah Bareilles, Eva Cassidy, that kind of style of singing. But definitely in the last, I suppose, 10 years, musical theatre performers have been my main role models and inspiration. I mean, singing is so personal and it's so subjective, but for me, musical theatre, the kind of versatility that you need to be a musical theatre performer is absolutely incredible. And just seeing some people, I think like Jessie Mueller for me, this might be kind of a bit musical theatre-y now for me for this chat, so I apologise if there's some people kind of thinking, what is she talking about? But Jessie Mueller, if you know her, she's incredible. Kelly O'Hara, Bernadette Peters, even like Julie Andrews and stuff like that. I think acting through song is also such a powerful thing, and something that I think is really therapeutic, even for the person performing it. So yeah, I think musical theatre performers like those, Louise Dearman, Rachel Tucker, have always been a huge inspiration for me, and have taught me so much in my own training of how to convey certain emotion or a story through singing, which I think is really, really powerful. So question number 9 is, what's your favourite holiday? And that's from Sally Morse. Summertime's a holiday, isn't it? I'll be completely honest and say I'm not the biggest winter Christmas person. There'll be many who disagree with me, but I am a summer child, and I just love the sun. I just think there's so much possibility when the days end so late during the summertime. But I mean, when Christmas does actually come around, I do really enjoy it, and seeing family and getting kind of in the mood, and all of that is definitely so enjoyable. But yeah, I'll be kicking and screaming moving from summertime into the winter months. And this is our final question. Are you getting excited about touring next year in America? Have you seen any parts of America? And if not, what cities are you looking forward to seeing? And that's from Ryan Sullivan. Very Irish name. I'm beside myself at the thought of touring next year. I'm just so excited to get to be in a room with actual people and perform. It's been an incredibly long 2 years, nearly 2 years for so many people. And for myself personally, I think I've definitely struggled in ways with kind of creativity over the last while, and to now be coming into this era of performing is absolutely overwhelming, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited to get to meet the fans, and I'm so excited to get to spend every day with the girls. I think every time, as I was saying, every time we see each other, I'm already pining after them. So I'm just, yeah, and to share that experience with people who you get on with so well and who you respect so much. I'm really looking forward to that. Have I seen any parts of America? I have. I was really, really lucky to be brought to New York when I was a young teen, and that was probably the first big city I had visited, and it blew me away. And then, as I said, I don't know if I said this actually, I did spend a summer in San Diego working when I was about 20. And then I also did a tour just before COVID of some states in America, which was incredible as well. So I'm so excited to get to see more of America, because everywhere I've been has just kind of blown me away, and the people have really just been so welcoming, and yeah, I'm so excited. And I think I mentioned the cities I'm most looking forward to seeing, but please do check out if we are in a city near you, and you can pop onto the Celtic Woman website, or you can check on our socials as well to see if we're anywhere near you, and you can book tickets now for that tour for Postcards from Ireland. And I'm so excited to get to just finally release this music and share it with a live audience, and share it on a stage where we haven't been in so long. So let me have a quick look here. Someone asked, what voice part are you? I would say I'm probably kind of mezzo soprano, soprano, but I also don't really, I don't think necessarily people are boxed into voice parts. I think there's kind of a wider span there as well. Tell us about the wardrobe on the Postcards from Ireland TV special. Well, you're in for a treat. I remember the first day that I was, we had a wardrobe fitting, and it was the most like pinch me moment. I felt like a princess, and it was just being handed these different dresses to try on, and to just see the colour palettes that have ended up in the special it's just real, I think, testament to the team. It's just such amazing artistry. The way that the music has been created, the way that the visual has been, I suppose, tied in with the music, and then like location, sorry, I meant, and then also to have things like the wardrobe, the color palettes complement everything so perfectly. It's just, there's just so much behind the scenes that really is what makes something so powerful and so emphatic. But also the wardrobe is genuinely stuff that I would pick out to wear myself, which I think is such a beautiful thing, and it gives you such confidence when you're going out performing in something that you really love and that you really feel good in. I think that's so important. Just gonna check anything here. I'm conscious of time. So yeah, I think that's probably it, guys. I'm so sorry for the questions that I didn't get to. It's been quite tough scanning through them while I've been chatting to you, but it's been such a pleasure coming on here and getting to chat to you all. And thank you so much to everyone who sent in questions either here or a little bit earlier in the week. And yeah, I'll just remind you that our album is available to pre-order, and it is going to be out on the 29th of October. The special is going to be aired on PBS on the 27th of November. And before I go, I will just say, as a little teaser, we have some new music coming next week. So I won't say any more about it, but please do keep your eyes peeled and keep your eye on any of the socials, Instagram, Facebook, and you'll be able to keep up to date there. Okay, thank you so much and take care. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Bye!